Hey everybody, welcome to AllNaturalKam. I'm Cam, and for today's astrology talk, we're going to be talking about the planet and house meanings. To understand a basic birth charts, you need to understand the planet and the house meanings to understand what exactly, like it's more to it, but you have to, this is just the basic information. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the rising. It's the energy over your whole chart. It's basically how people see you when they first meet you. So, not even first meet you, just see you from like across the room. And it has a strong impact on your chart. It's really important, to be honest. That's why it's one of the big three. It's really important because that energy like I said, it's over your whole chart, so it can affect every house on top of the energies already in that house. So just be aware for that. The next is your sun sign. That's the basic sign that everybody knows. Everybody knows it's basically the season you were born in. So Scorpio season, Libra season, the season you were born in. So yeah, it's your basic personality, your ego. When people get to know you, they're like, oh yeah, she acts like her sun sign, but they don't really know you that well, acquaintances and things like that. Your next is your moon sign. This is where the chart gets interesting. Your moon sign is basically who you are on the inside. It's your thought process. It's how you display your emotions, you feel your emotions, you understand them, and you understand things and things like that. So your moon sign is just like the energy you project, you know? That's what your friends and your family really knows. Not really like close friends and stuff like that, because you don't really have emotions towards people you don't know. Your next is your Venus. Venus is the planet of love, and it's beauty, love, romantics, what you're attracted to, how you display love, how you display like your friendship and stuff like that. So it's like how it's like close lovers and family know this, not really friends. Your next is your Mars. Mars is the planet of action. It's the planet of war. I love Mars. I love Mars. I don't know why. I just love Mars energy. But Mars is the planet of action, how you display your anger, love making, for females, the type of guy you're interested in, stuff like that. Like, your confidence, your passion, will, courage, stuff like that. Your Jupiter is the planet of abundance. It's the planet of luck. It's the planet of your Jupiter is the planet of abundance, the planet of luck. It's every time you grow, this is who you become. Like, you know, each time you grow and go through something, like it'll change you. It's who like you'll not necessarily become, but for instance, if you have like a Jupiter in Pisces, you become spiritual when you go through certain things, like certain trials in your life, and you make it out stronger, and that's who you become spiritual. And if it's in the first house, then you start taking action, but you're still understanding of other people's feelings and humble and stuff like that. So Jupiter is a great planet. I love Jupiter as well. The signs, but I love Jupiter energy. It's so nice. And it's so optimistic. It's the planet of optimism. Feels so good. But the next is Saturn. Saturn is the planet of restriction. It's the planet of lessons. When you need to learn a lesson, this is what happens to you, and this is how you're able to learn your lesson. You have to learn lessons through this way, or you will not learn them. That's really it. So, but it's called the midlife crisis. I call it the midlife crisis because every single time Saturn kicks in, it kicks all our butts. We don't hate Saturn, because Saturn grows us into Jupiter, into the person we're supposed to be, into our MC and everything. But Saturn is strict, okay? But the next planet is Uranus. Murder. But the next planet is Uranus, and that's the planet of individuality. individuality, change. It's an outer planet. So I mentioned it's an outer planet, so it takes longer to go around the sun. So it's more like a 7-year thing. So a lot of people have the same sign, like from like I do believe 1994 to 2002. I do believe that is Aquarius. But that basically means like, you know, erratic change and things like that. Like last time it was in Uranus Aquarius, it was the 60s, and we know the 60s. So yeah, like we were born to change. Talking to all my people out there. But anyways, so yeah, but it's Uranus is just like, yeah, the planet of creativity. Is people in Uranus, like if you have a heavy Uranus placement, you're usually very different. You have a different mindset than everybody. Like that's ruled by, well, Uranus rules Aquarius or whatever. And basically, you know how they say Aquarius, they always put aliens for Aquarius because that's just how out there Uranus thinks. Like Uranus is that's how you get, like that's your creativity. That's, yeah. But Neptune is the planet of illusions, dreams. It's basically, it keeps your ego in check. In a way, like it's the planet of intuition, healing, awareness, and it keeps your ego aware. It separates you from reality because reality can be harsh, and we all know that. So sometimes we need to go into our la la land, and Neptune is our la la land. Neptune is our dreams, what we dream we want and stuff like that. Like you're just like, oh, I want my house, I want my car and stuff like that. If you're too into reality, you won't have time to understand yourself. That's Neptune is like, it's basically like meditation. But basically it's if you have a Neptune heavy placement, it's probably you're very spiritual or meant to be spiritual. That's Pisces, so you're meant to be spiritual. And yeah. Let's moving into Pluto. Pluto is a cold planet. It's a very intense planet. Scorpio, for God's sake. That's his rule. But it's a very intense planet, and it has its very, it's pros and cons to Pluto, but like to each planet. But Pluto is our destinies, our desires, rebirth, reconstruction, like power, like it's our power. And it's more so like it's also like Uranus. Since it's on the outside, it takes a little bit longer. So usually a lot of us have it. I think it's a generational thing, I do believe. I do believe mine is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius are creative, they travel, they look for the deeper meaning. That's why so many things have been, weird. It's like evolution is just being forced upon us for the simple fact that, and we're questioning everything now that we're older, like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Why would you and people don't like change, but we are trying to push change because that's how we feel, because that's what we were meant to do. That's why our generation came into the world, to push the change and, move forward in time. Some people want to stay behind. Most people want to move forward, and that's what we're going to do. But anyways, next we have the houses. The houses are important because they tell you more. Like the planets were in a certain position, but the houses count because they tell you your career, your destiny. They tell you your vices, who your next partner will be. They tell you a lot about yourself. Like the houses are so important, just as important as the other things. But okay, the houses, the first house is Aries. It's basically your rising ascending. I explained that earlier. But your rising ascending, it's your self-image, it's your first impressions, leadership, fresh beginnings, fresh starts, stuff like that. The second house is Taurus. Taurus is the material house, because Taurus is like material things. But yeah, it's your mental, physical, it's your environment, how you handle money, your self-esteem, and your income. So it's like, if you have a Capricorn second house, Aquarius. That's all I gotta say about that. Just get your money, honey, because that's what's instant. And Earth signs, that's good. But Pisces too, got that money. But anyways, and your third house is Gemini, and we all know Gemini is mind, thinking, understanding. You're talking, your siblings, neighbors. It's local travel, so like where you would like travel locally or where you would prefer, stuff like that. Your fourth house is Cancer. We all know Cancer is home, so it's primarily your parents, your mother more specifically. It's your privacy, your security, and how you mother your own children. Exactly, right? Like how you treat your own children. But yeah. Next is the fifth house. It's the house of self expansion. It's ruled by Leo. So, you know, Leo's a drama and everything. The fifth house is also a great indicator of a sex partner. Like a friends with benefits, not necessarily not a husband. But I mean, here's what I gotta say. When I say sex partners and stuff like that, if your husband has like 4 specific, like certain things, I'll explain it. But I'll explain it in another video. Anyway, yeah. But it's a good sex partner. It's attention, it's fun, stuff like that. So I mean, like Leos are all fun, outgoing, self-expression and stuff like that. So yeah. Your sixth house is Virgo, and we all know Virgos are organized. It's your health and your service to others. Virgos are very giving, actually. They're like, if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you usually do a lot of community service. Virgos like to be the martyr. So that's more of that house, like what you give, how you give to others and stuff like that, how you help others and things like that. Your next is seventh house, is ruled by Libra. Libras are about partnership. They are marriage. The seventh house is a good indicator of what, like some heavy placements your husband should have, because when you have good partnership and harmony in a relationship and everything, like you're not stressed out. Libra's a good company. So it's in that house, it wouldn't be somebody that made you stressful and stuff like that. But yeah. They also good business partners too. So if you want like a good business partner, look at your seventh house. I mean, look at your seventh house. But your next is eighth house is ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpios, we all know Scorpios very intense. And Scorpio placement is very intense, but this is also a good indicator of a friends with benefits relationship. Like if a relationship just won't work out with that person, but it's like good, you know, then that's why. But yeah. Anyways, it's the bonding at a deepest level. It's because Scorpios are about bonding. They're all about bonding. That's why they could seem like controlling or constrictive or something like that. They're not necessarily clingy, they're just controlling. And they're really like nosy. And I mean, they're all about investigating. Sorry, but I'll go with it. But yeah. So Scorpios are more so about bonding when they're mature and healthy. But it's inheritance, investments, transformation, sex, death. The ninth house is next. The ninth house is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about travel internationally. It's about networking, taking risks, higher self, higher mind, expansion, religion, and also if you want to look at another good husband, not husband or wife, you know, a good life partner, you look in the ninth house, because ninth house is all about expansion and stuff like that. It's all about finding the deeper meaning, and what better not to go on this journey when somebody, like this person could help you go on this journey. Like if it's a ninth house Pisces, this Pisces can teach you a spiritual lesson that you need to learn and you can grow from and stuff like that. So it's a good indicator. And then the next house is the 10th house. 10th house, Capricorn. I love Capricorns. I love the powers that Capricorns have, to be honest. Like you have beginning of the year, like it's crazy. But anyways, Capricorns is is business, obviously. structure, public image, career. Capricorns really care about their image. Like, they really care about the image that's in their mind, and they want to project it on other people. Like, they really care. Fame, honor, achievements, awards, and it's also your MC. MC is who you aspire to be, who you are, like who you will be, like at the top and stuff like that. And it could be like people you look up to. It could be friends, a lot of friends around you. You choose to surround yourself, like when you want to, you know, surround yourself by people with the same goals as you. You usually choose people like your MC and stuff like that. So who you aspire to be. Your MC is actually very heavy. Like, I think it has a big influence in your chart personally, because some people act like their MC. Like, some people, when they want to become better, they start changing certain traits and they act like their MC, and it's crazy to me. And I was just like, that's weird. That's really weird. But it wasn't really weird. It was what it was said, but I mean, it's weird to me. But anyways, your 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, and that's friend groups, friendships. Like, Aquarius, even though they want to be individual, they still have a tight network. Like, it's the way you treat your friends. It's the way you feel like about networking and all that other stuff. So that's the 11th house. And the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, and that's about, you know, secrets, it's secret enemies, secret desires and stuff like that. It's about creativity, film, dance, arts, and stuff like that. Image, hidden agendas. It's about, yeah. And I read something on it. I can't remember it. What was it? Damn it. But yeah. So that's just a basic overall view of each planet and each house meaning. So to get a better understanding of what I talk about in other videos, it will be more videos like on degrees, on aspects. It's even more stuff. Like, your birth chart will match up with you perfectly if you go over it. I'm telling you guys. But yeah, it's degrees, aspects, a lot of other stuff. So I hope you join me on the next few videos so we can all, you know, learn together. But thank you for tuning in to AllNaturalKam. I really appreciate it. I'm Cam. Follow me, subscribe, and have a nice day. Thank you.